That's it, it's hard place.
I got it on there. Wick. Here. Mike, you gonna live?
Right.
It's like I said, it's in the car for a while. I thought I was going to die.
Is it allergies or cold?
I think it's a cold. I was worried I was going to die, and now I'm worried I won't. So
I saw
Take the
it.
time.
Yep. I think that's a good wound, and it's got the rose granular. You guys take a look. It looks good. So let's put the light on it. And
Okay.
you want to hold it? Or me to hold it?
No, so it's okay for me.
Okay.
It's just that we gave it 2 minutes of staining.
you mean after the light?
No, before the light.
2 minutes 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
So
we're probably there now because when you started.
No, I think we still have to go for a minute.
All right.
Yeah.
So what we're saying in this case, we're talking about a large incision for extra cap, right? Typically, I mean, that's where this practically would come in. These are for severe, you know, Straustein severe
Mandatory
cap.
incision.
Yeah,
Transition.
a big, all the way around, you just pop it out, and then you reassemble the eye, basically. But, yeah, I mean, rather than a boatload of sutures and all that kind of stuff, this would work.
Yeah.
How many patients perhaps in India have had an extra cap or intra cap, and after a while their town so far from any physician, and the sutures come apart and they get an infection treated.
Yeah, and you know who Jeff,
I think we should. Yes, you were saying, sorry.
Himalaya Eye,
Oh, yeah.
Jeff, how's his name? Tabling. He wrote the book Seven Mountains, Climbing Himalaya. You know the story. Jeff.
This the same guy that the ophthalmologist from
Yeah.
Dallas.
Moran Eye Center. He's at Moran Eye
Yeah.
Center.
Oh, different guy.
Yeah.
Thinking different guy.
Jeff, I want to say tabling, but he.
Are we timing? Are you on
I'm watching. I'm watching.
Okay.
It's really interesting story. This guy was in an orthopedic residency, and he took a year off to climb Mount Everest. It was his 7th peak that he climbed. And he went home to see the Sherpa's family, and his mother was functionally blind at like 55. And he decided he wanted to be an ophthalmologist. He dropped out of his orthopedic residency, and he couldn't get into ophthalmology. His wife was on a chairlift in Vermont, where he's from, with a random stranger. She recounted the story how he wants to get into an ophthalmology residency. Head of the Dartmouth Hitchcock Ophthalmology School, honest to God, got him in. They were there to cancellation. Jeff got in. Jeff Tatum. He got in, and the rest is history. He's set up the Himalaya Cataract Eye Mission, or worked very hard on that. And about 12 years ago, he called me on a Friday night at Dallas, at Reagan Airport, heading out to Kathmandu. I thought he was an ex-Navy buddy joking with me. Wanted black diamond knives, and we've been sending black diamond knives for him because they're reusable and maintain their sharpness, and they're not as costly as a normal diamond. Jeff Tate. So he's the guy, if you get this going, he's the guy you need to get involved in this, because he speaks all the time.
Oh, yeah. I think we won't actually. We're going to figure this out pretty quick. I'm optimistic.
They do the procedures up there at some incredibly low price. With
Extremely
all
simple.
the pieces, including IOL, that's made in India. Yeah.
For how long?
I don't know, let's look and see.
Well, give it some time now, though.
Well, obviously, we gotta give it some
Yeah.
time, but.
No,
It's
to
a white-
test it.
To test it, yeah. No, it's pink. I mean, it's pink, but
But
it
on
looks
the
nice.
surface,
Yeah.
this pink is in the surface, it's not all the way through.
Okay.
What do you think is deeper? Seems to me it's a defect. As
So you
usual,
look in this
state-
look in this microscope with the binocular. Good binocular.
Yeah, the other one. This used to be a fantastic size microscope. They just keep designing. This one was my favorite.
Is that right?
In my surgical room at the Sevilla Hospital, at the Association for Preventive Violence.
I told you we work with Zeiss, with our product.
Uh-huh.
In Vienna, you have Schott and Zeiss, and there's a third gentleman who started all of this stuff way back when. And the Schott are the SCHOTT, they're the glass people, and they provide all the optics to Zeiss.
And what was very extremely interesting is that Zeiss cannot die because of that.
Yeah, you can't, the foundation, they can't be blown out. And if you go to Vienna in Germany and you go with a Zeiss salesperson to dinner,
Uh-huh.
at the restaurant, he just gives them the name, he doesn't pay anything. The restaurant takes the name and sends the bill to Zeiss.
Very well now. So the eastern part of
So
Germany.
East Germany, yeah.
My main clunk in China, I had the same stand, the same head, but without the camera functions, without the beam splitters. The S5. This is really an old unit. But
And
it's
you would
really
use this
good.
for a patient, this would be.
Oh, yeah. Because there are two parts. One's the stand and the other is the, right here, the microscope.
I was told that, I don't know if the story is true, but I was told that in the Second World War, the Japanese required good
Scopes.
scopes,
Bombing
for
scopes.
bombing scopes, and that using subs, they send them the.
That's how they got them from Zeiss.
And
yeah.
that's why they have quite good optics in their commodities, it's because they copy all the German optics. At least 5 minutes.
How you doing?
Take it away.
All right. What happened to that other one I thought we were going to test? Oh, there it is. That's the melon.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you watch laterally, it doesn't seem that the pink is there. Just in the upper.
Do we want to test that one? Are we ready now, or?
It's time.
I think it's time to.
It's time to decide.
Stop that.
I'm just joking. Come on. Not a lot of things.
That's pretty clear, Jim. It's pretty clear.
Yeah.
It's almost like it's gotten clearer as time goes on.
Yeah.
When you do that, that's pretty damn well stuck on, doesn't it? Look at that.
Do you want me to use the same technique?
Well, I don't know.
It's stuck.
It's stuck.
Using the Jim Suggs technique.
The
it
backwards,
still stays.
against the grain kind
It
of.
stays.
That's good. That is good, right?
20 minutes.
I think the concentration, the soak time, the wait time.
Would you like to try to move it? Be hard on it. Don't forget.
Yeah, you can push hard enough, it probably may come off, but boy, that's stuck on there better than the first one. I was a little, I was not happy because it was.
Did you get any movement?
No, not really. I mean, that's right where you want to be.
In the LASIK procedure, 20 minutes after you move the
Yeah.
flap, it moves.
I know. I know. No, that's great.
This is good.
And again, for extra cap, and that's where it is. This is the market for dense cataracts, and the sutures in that third world environment is, it's
You
an
will be giving
infection.
a very cheap.
Yep, yep, yep.
We've got to find a company that can make this form fill and seal, blow fill and seal, whatever you want to call it, in small unit dose.
Just think about that. Let's forget about it for a moment.
We're gonna have to do the same, we're gonna have to do the same.
Because when you genetic, the whole cornea was.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's
This is,
let's wait for 20 minutes for the wound and then
push on the one and see what happens.
So now the question is, what techniques should we lighten up on the concentration? Should we go longer with the light to get more bleaching? Should we turn the light down a little bit, but run it for 5 minutes to allow more bleaching to happen on the light? But still get the same, because remember, her paper talks about joules delivered, and that's really intensity times time. So if we get the same joules, but with lower intensity, more time, maybe we can more bleaching.
Well, and doing that, lower intensity, we can make our optical system, we don't have to make a complex optical system by putting a mask in that would go in front of the patient's eye because the patient it's so bright. So if we can turn the intensity down, even if we increase the time, the patient's going to be able to tolerate it. We can put that on a little stand so it doesn't have to be held, right? Move the scope out of the way, put that on a little stand. This one's right over the patient.